Yes. Welcome back, everybody. Uh, so let's see. Oh yeah. We hadn't determined we had done the roll, but we hadn't determined the result of uh, Desi's second touch of ages. Correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 6 objects. You are welcome to make suggestions for what they are. And there's the spoon, of course. I also thought of a key. A key could be cool. Who knows what it unlocks?
I am writing these things down.
Yeah, I will write that down as well. And they all feel very old. Some of them feel a little dangerous, not in the immediate it will explode in your face kind of sense, but definitely in the worth looking into sense.
Oh, then there's definitely a ring among them.
Okay, and we have
Are we up to 3 rings?
seems so.
Yeah.
A
More
ring.
rings, more power.
Indeed, that's how it works.
I mean, we need to collect 7 and 10. See, is it 7 and 9 and 5
And of course,
and
one
1?
of
So
the 6.
18.
3.
One
so
of the
21
6
total.
is the
Yeah,
harmonica
yeah,
that
that's
is
right.
crushed. The harmonica that is crushed is one of the 6.
I think there
One
might
of
be
the
a
6.
I think there might be a shovel.
2,
Oh, that's
3,
funny.
4. I've got 4 so 5. A shovel.
A ring, a spoon, a shovel, a broken harmonica, a key.
Maybe
1, 2, 3,
maybe,
4, 5. So we need one more.
maybe a piece of bark.
A piece of pork.
Bark.
Bark.
Not
Bark.
pork. Bark.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you go have breakfast, Joseph?
Coffee? Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, a piece of bark. Wonderful. That is a wonderful coincidence, by the way.
They all feel magical and some feel dangerous.
Yes.
Not a piece of bark. Come on.
1 step's length of bark.
Yes.
Cool. All right, I have written these on my character sheet.
Cool. I have written them down as well.
It's gonna be a belief about these next session. Don't worry.
I believe that it will be a belief.
So let's
I have faith in your belief.
Oh, jeez. You guys.
so let's head back to Levi for a bit. So Levi, you have gathered.
I didn't even say that I would do that, but yeah, I do it.
Do it.
Hey, if you're like this, then I can still do that something else, huh?
Yep.
True. So you do gather a bunch of people then?
I try to, yeah.
Okay, roll. Let's see how many you get. 4 plus 4. 5. You gather 5 people.
Total or with plus the one that's I got
Total.
4 before?
Total. There's the guy with the fur on its face.
Oh,
There
its
is a young boy.
Yeah, I
Woman.
don't really
Let's
want
see.
the boy to fight this fight, to be honest. Probably just get him away. Or maybe he can do something else and sneak.
Young boy, woman with white hair, and 2 more that I will describe when I get to them. And they're all standing around you. They're all a mix of timid and determined.
So it's time for a big speech, or what?
The boy says, let's get them.
This will not be easy. This will be an oratory test. Oh, I'm not really. I can talk a bunch of stuff in though.
Well,
Got it.
first of all, you have to do the talking, else you're not allowed to make an oratory test.
That is a good point.
I didn't know that, but
Now, whenever there's an oratory test, I expect
Speech!
can be
Speech!
a
Yeah,
speech
yeah,
to your ability.
Definitely someone in the back shouting, "Speech!
you
Speech!"
Like it's okay if it's to your ability. It doesn't.
Okay,
it doesn't have to
I
be a
get it.
masterpiece on your place. You have to put in effort there.
Okay. This will not be easy, and this will be dangerous. I don't know what would have happened to you if we didn't came, but we give you a chance. Let's take that chance. And maybe your companions will join us. Maybe they know you. Maybe you can talk to them either too, and maybe some of them will join us, and then we will get bigger and stronger. And somehow we will escape this, and we will make America great again. Wait, what? No. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
We will
could've.
celebrate our Independence Day.
we will attain our freedom, and we will get out here alive, and we will get revenge. Anybody has any objections?
So the thin young man looks at you with strange eyes. I've written in chat. The other 2 people are a thin young man and an old man with a walking stick. The thin young man looks at you with strange eyes and says, "I can make them help. Some of them."
Interesting.
What does that mean?
Intriguing, but highly disturbing.
But sure, do it.
I have influence.
Well,
Yeah, and
not
that
the time
magic
to
you
be-
don't believe in.
Not the time to be picky. Do what you can.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. What does Levi think of the furry man creature?
I think he's ignoring it really hard.
No, I think like that guy had really bad.
He needs a haircut.
I know he has like
really bad
fangs and
parents,
everything.
genetics or something.
No, he has fangs and everything. Clearly not normal.
Really bad genetics.
Clearly that part's a hallucination.
Clearly.
Probably just put like the land is vast, weird things happening. I mean, somehow stories must start, right? Probably that's a guy that has really bad luck with how he came out. I don't know.
Okay. So, yeah, he goes out in the hall, and
I don't have my oratory done, right?
oh,
Maybe they
right,
could do
yeah,
some
you do your oratory.
perfect.
My bad.
I can talk in persuasion, right? Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
You can.
And anything else? I don't think etiquette helped me at this point.
Probably not, though.
Well, if sympathy actually meant sympathy, then it would, but it's not.
Okay, what is the obstacle?
Let's see. So, what is your goal with this?
I'll try to make them not timid, but heat it up and maybe try to get them enthusiastic enough to get people more all around a bit more enthusiastic, and so there might be people joining us, or they at least are not afraid anymore, so they can go in with all their ability and
Okay.
courage.
So, normally you would roll oratory against will, probably, but they're not really. They want to be inspired, right? So I'm gonna make you roll against a set obstacle, more in the sense of to measure how inspiring are you, than how good are you at inspiring specifically. Them.
Also, their will exponent shouldn't be that high after suffering that much.
Although theirs should be higher than that of the people who are less lucid. I'm gonna say ob 3.
Ob 3 will be hard enough anyway, because
yes.
my oratory is not good. But yeah, let's go. Any 6s? No, of course not. I don't get any 6s today.
Let's see. What is your persuasion at?
7.
Yeah, then you get another die. It's that high.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you fork in something that's 7 or higher, yeah, worth a shot.
Yeah, it is.
If you fork in something that's 7 or higher, you still fail.
Yeah, you don't goof.
Yeah. All right. I fail.
So, yeah, he goes out into the hallway, and he comes back with 4 more people, and they all have this very glassy look in their eyes. And he tells them, "Go stand over there," and they go and they stand over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure everything's fine.
I have bigger worries right now.
So in a total, you have then 9 people that you gathered.
Plus us 4 means we are 13 people against around 50. We still need a good plan, I think.
Well, I think we have a thing that they don't. We have a favorite to firepower.
Firepower.
You're in the mood to make puns like that right now?
I'm always in the mood to make puns.
That's true.
So, yeah, Levi, you haven't heard anything from the other people. You know what direction they went into. So there's 2 options, right? You can go back to the entrance. Or 3. You can wait here. You can go back to the locked door, where probably a whole group of panicking ex-prisoners are trying to get out. Or you can try to find Mathers, Lynn, and Desi.
I think we should go find them first, then make a plan with them, and also whatever we do, we should just release all the panicky prisoners at that point. Maybe it's just enough if we all run at the same time, they can't catch us all. That's something that might be a possibility, but yeah.
Yeah, that's probably our best shot. To be quite fair, just releasing everyone and hoping that we're not the ones that get caught.
That's definitely a way to do it.
Anyway, I'm looking for you guys first. So.
Okay, yeah. So at some point you find the room where they are. Mathers, you've had everybody gather materials. At that point, Katarina, she wakes up and she opens her eyes. They're very glassy. Where am I?
Yeah.
And then she looks around and she's like, oh shit, I realize where I am.
Yeah, it's okay.
And she sees all you guys.
We're here, Lynn's here.
Yeah,
we're getting you out of here right now.
Yes, we're here to help. Just lie down.
She just bursts into tears. She can't bury her hands in her face because she's tied up. But
I will cut those bonds.
Oh yeah, we untie her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then she just buries her hands in her face,
we
and she's like,
the antidote.
"I was so scared." Thank you guys, thank you. This place is horrible. And then she immediately thinks of the other people, and she's like, there are more. We've got to save them.
We've been
We're going to try.
opening all the cells we can, but we need to leave. We need to leave now.
So she at that point Levi comes in with the people, and she sees them, and she immediately runs to the little boy, and she says, Jesse, you're okay, and she just hugs him. This is not somebody you recognize from her past or anything, Lynn.
No, or figure.
I just
It's a bit weird.
Not an army, but it's a start.
These people, they're
think...
horrible. If you knew what they did to those poor kids.
What did they do?
We can talk about
experiments,
that later.
horrible experiments.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do? Do you guys prepare the antidote first? It will take some time, so you can choose to wait, or you can prepare it right now.
How long?
I think we should.
What
how
did you
long do
guys
think
say?
it'll take?
How long will it take? Probably at least an hour or so. No,
Can we
less.
rush it?
Like 30 minutes, something along those lines. You can spend extra successes on working quickly if you get enough, and bring it down to, I don't know.
I thought to work quickly we had to declare that first.
No, afterwards.
I think there's something else that's
there's another thing you can do to...
Yeah, working carefully.
Yeah.
Oh, it's carefully.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
We're not working carefully. We're working quickly. For sure.
I think that I think we'll be better off doing the preparations on the cart. Just grab everything. We don't know what else might be necessary down the road, but let's get on the road.
Where's it?
Let's leave it.
Okay, so you guys grab everything in sight, and you head back to the trapdoor?
Yep.
I guess so, unless I guess Desi will look at Katarina and say, we found a trapdoor that brought us down here, but I don't know if it's the best way out. Remember how they brought you in?
Let's see. I don't know. They had me like blindfolded.
Yeah, let's not think about it too much. I don't think it's going to have to be our way. I don't think they would have another way out of the prison.
Okay.
Do we open the
you
doors
guys
now?
can make either an architecture roll or a perception roll to see if you've seen anything or if you knew anything.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll make a perception roll.
Perception.
Should we do one person rolling with others helping, or?
Yeah, that probably makes most sense.
I mean, getting out of here is something that's been on my mind because I want to get out with everybody. So I'm willing to make that roll for us.
Okay.
Yeah, we just want to make a perception test.
Okay. I'll certainly help. Oh, can't because stat roll.
No, I think
you can help.
I imagine
Stats
you
with
can
stats.
help with stats. You just can't fork.
Okay.
Okay. What's the obstacle then?
Yeah, so the obstacle is 2, actually. It's searching an area as up to. But, I'd use as much help as you guys can.
Yeah.
Or so leave us
No,
making a
those
separate check.
exist today.
Okay.
Oh, but I
Lynn,
had
are
to-
you helping? Are you helping me? Or are you gonna make your own test? Does it make sense for Levi to make his own test since he was separate from the rest of us for a long time?
I guess so, yeah. By the way, this is a routine test, right?
It says routine,
yeah,
so I imagine it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see that oratory was a difficult, so I can mark it.
Nice.
Which means I can already level it up if it's 2, right?
I don't know.
So if you get a routine test, they don't count towards leveling up.
No, I mean it now in oratory.
On oratory, yeah, that was.
Oh, on oratory, yeah.
I
got 4. I had 3 6s. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, and let's see. I think you actually get more dice just from us helping.
Do I?
Yeah, Lynn is helping, and her perception is 5, so you get 2 from that.
Oh, so I should get 1 more die from that.
And 2 for me as well.
Yeah,
okay.
and I imagine
I was
from
subtracting 1 because
as well.
I ate the food.
Yeah.
So, okay. In that case, I will roll 6 more dice. 3 that I didn't account for initially, and 1 and 3 from my 6s I already rolled.
Go for it.
Wow. Well, it didn't help, but it's cool because I already rolled really well. So,
okay.
You're welcome,
so
everybody.
what do you want to allocate your extra successes for? Quality, I imagine?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So, you definitely see a hallway leading off, and a trapdoor at the end. And from the length of the hallway, you have the idea that this comes out in the garden, so outside of the monastery.
Even better.
Instead of inside of the monastery elsewhere.
Yeah, I'll gesture to everyone, come on. I think this is gonna lead us to the gardens, which will put us closer to the cart. Maybe avoid some of the tension we've gathered. Let's go.
So do you guys go and collect the people that are at the other side?
Yeah, I think we'd send someone off to do
it. We send Jesse off to do it, or the people that Jesse coerced into helping.
No. Jesse wasn't the one who coerced. Jesse was the small boy. The one who coerced was the long thin man.
I thought it was the small boy that coerced. That was my mistake.
I definitely thought it was
we'll send Wolfram to go and his people to go free everybody else.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
Tell them that we're going out on this side.
Sorry, I got confused there, and I just, for some reason, I thought it was the little boy who was creepy and
well, nobody's saying the young boy isn't creepy, but no, the thin young man, Wolfram, is the one who was being creepy.
Okay. And is this trapdoor locked as well?
It is, but you guys have the key. I mean, I imagine they would not leave that unlocked on there.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and ease it open, ease it unlocked very quietly, and sort of gesture to probably just Lynn and Davy to be ready to burn anybody who might be hanging around outside.
Yep.
And then flip it open.
Yeah, so what I think happens is you open it a little crack, and you notice that where you are looking is inside the garden. This trapdoor is hidden beneath a couple of rose bushes. And you see 2 women heading over this way. They're in a hurry and they're clearly arguing with each other. If you want, you can try and hear what they're saying.
Yes, I would like to. I'd like to know that.
Okay, that is perception. So many perception tests today.
Yeah. Let me see. What is? So I guess nothing. I can't fork again because it's base perception. What's my ob?
3.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no way.
No way.
No, that there's a wind blowing, and it's just blowing away their words.
All right. Well, I'll again gesture that sort of a be ready there and there, and flip it open.
Okay, yeah, as you stick your head out, they immediately.
I'm not sticking my head out. I'm like front, while standing sort of to the side of the trapdoor if I can, just flipping it open, and ideally with fire immediately issuing thereafter.
Okay. I think they see the trapdoor open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Immediately they run. They run back to the monastery.
Okay. Let's go.
So at that
Okay,
point,
I'm gonna.
Wolfram shows up with the other people, and they just if you guys don't get out of the way, they gonna run over you if they have to get it the hell out of there.
Yeah. Oh no, we're leaving.
Yeah. I'm actually going to, at least for now, give chase.
To the woman, to the women, you mean?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
nuns.
If I can intercept them before they warn the others, I think that's that may be helpful.
Typical mothers.
Yeah, give me a speed test.
Okay.
They are not very fast. In fact, they are wearing these long dresses that do not help them at all. So I am rolling a 3d6 for them. That's 2 successes.
Okay. Oh, 2 successes.
Yes, 2. So that is your obstacle.
I got a 6.
Bad.
I will roll that 6. Damn it.
So are you going to re-roll your 6?
Yeah, I am.
Is it going to be a 1? No.
Oh.
The opposite.
Okay. So you exactly met their obstacle. So I think what happens is that you grab one of them by the dress, but the other makes use of the momentary distraction to get away.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to be fast. You just have to be faster than your friends.
Yeah.
And I think what happens is the Wolfram and his clique see that you got a nun, and if you don't stop them, they're running over there with with anger in their eyes and flames burning in their soul, and they're gonna physically tear this nun apart if you don't stop them.
Yes. Give in to your hatred.
Yeah.
I don't see the point of stopping.
I
mean, we're leaving.
Yeah. I'll
Desi's
sort
willing
of
to ignore the violence if she can get away.
I'll hiss at them, keep going, and start to like be ready to stab her, but then I'll look over at I think both Desi and Davy and try and gauge their expression.
Sorry, I was still muted. I'm muted again. Yeah, I mean, Desi wants to get away. She doesn't want to be party to violence, but she also doesn't want to waste time to stop it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Davy is pointedly not looking in your direction.
Okay. So what is the expression on Desi's face? When and if she sees
she's already terrified of this entire situation. There's a flood of negative emotions that go across her face.
Okay.
There is no elation or relief like Lynn is showing. There's terror, there's fear, there's horror, there's disgust. Like all of it at the same time.
Okay.
Is there a steel test in?
Is there what there?
Do we do a steel test if they...
Oh, no, at the end of this session, not at the end of this thing.
What we've done will catch up with us in the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think, given that input, what I'm gonna do is sort of reverse the blade and instead try and knock her out. Which I know won't satisfy the others, but reasons.
Wolfram, you told him to keep going and not to go for the woman?
Yeah.
He's not listening unless you convince him. He's got hatred in his eyes.
Yeah, I'll just be Go! There's no time for vengeance.
There's always.
I mean, there'd be time to just stab her, but and it's not that Mathers at this point is morally against stabbing this person, but I think he would read the disgust and terror and mixture of emotions in Desi as personal rather than the situation.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and persuade him then.
Okay. So I don't think falsehood comes in because I'm not lying.
Ugly truth, if you have it, can come in.
Yeah, I would really love to finish learning ugly truth, but I just started. So I'll just roll it straight, I think.
Okay. So Wolfram would have quite a high will. However, he's been through grueling things. But on the other hand, he's pretty determined. So all in all, I think that makes the obstacle for.
Sounds fine to me. Although it's yet another useless, difficult test. Oh, actually, maybe it's challenging. Oh, no. Difficult. Okay, never mind.
It's a 6.
Sure, why not? I'll spend fate. Nope.
No.
They just go at the nun and like
Okay.
tear her apart.
I won't try and
like Wolfram is there at the start, but after I don't know 10-20 seconds, he leaves the other people to it, the four people, and he follows you, and he says, he goes to Levi, and he says, this revenge, how are we going to do it?
Wow. I think the smartest way to go for it is try to get as many people out here as first as possible, then try to reorganize and try to get the authorities on our side, and then come back. What happens on the way is your personal thing to do.
He thinks about it and he says, if the authorities really cared, they would have done something by now.
You think they know?
I don't know, but you know, this has been going on for a while.
I think I know some people might care if they don't care.
Okay. I'll follow you for now. He follows you. So do the other 5 of the ones that were lucid. But he leaves the 4 that he had somehow convinced to follow him behind with the nun. Most other people that were less lucid than those 6 that are with you, they kind of just scatter into the trees, and they just get out of there. Some faster than others, unless you guys do something about that, of course.
Maybe the boy can do something about it.
Yeah,
the
if I'm still within earshot, I'll say, we have a cart.
You have one cart.
Yeah, so the 6 lucid people are with you. The others, they are not listening to reason unless you really put in a lot of effort to convince them. But the 6 people, they definitely follow you to your cart.
I think
and that's all that's going to fit in it, right?
I didn't even think everybody will fit into the cart. I don't know, I guess. I don't know, are you guys willing to ditch some of your equipment to fit more people? I imagine if you ditch things that you don't need immediately, then you'll be able to fit everybody in.
I think we should do that.
The thing is, we do kind of need them immediately. Because we have a sick person with us.
Sure, but you can ditch, like, sleeping bags and stuff, right? You can keep the bare minimum that you need of your alchemy stuff to save Katarina, and you can fit everybody in. But you can't. You're gonna have to get rid of some of your alchemy stuff. You're gonna have to get rid of like sleeping bags and tents and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, so you guys ditch a bunch of stuff.
By the way, Hasi, you're frozen to me.
Yeah, you're not there for me.
Yeah, you're not visible at all.
Okay, then I'll just.
Yeah, try to reconnect, and then if that doesn't work, refresh.
I just refreshed. Anyway.
Kelsey, you're muted.
Thank you, I forgot. I think Desi would be okay with getting rid of anything except her star charts. Her star charts take up a lot of room, but she will not let them go. There's no way.
Oh, I have a roll 20.
I imagine your star charts can fit in a backpack on your back,
Connection
right?
timed out.
Yeah, but like that still takes up room if she's riding in the cart. And
no, if she sits on the front, before, I think it's going to be okay.
Okay, and
like she'd prefer to have a tent, And like maybe she insists on like one tarp that she can, wrap her charts in case there's rain.
Star charts
yeah.
will go. Tarp won't fit.
Even if it's like folded up and like I sit on it.
I guess if you sit on it, you're not going to sit very stable though. If there ever comes a high speed chase, you risk falling off.
That's fair.
I mean, we can always sell the tarp later and just buy stuff again. Tarps are expensive.
Yeah,
that's also true.
Did we see if the monastery has horses? Like when we came in or when we parked the cart, that sort of thing?
You would have access to them. They are with your horses, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the more lucid of us just take their horses and we ride.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
You could just do that.
I think a bunch of people in the cart.
Yeah, I think Mathers will take that little bit of extra time to not have to dump stuff and take the horses, because there's always that bottom line.
Okay, they have 9 horses.
Okay.
Wow.
So, you would have to saddle, 6 horses for those people. You could even saddle a couple for yourselves as well, and just. So there's 10 of you, right? So one would have to ride on the cart to steer, and the rest could all ride on horses.
Let's be honest. I think they will take even unsettled.
Okay.
Get them at this point.
Okay, let's get them bridled and get them out. And then if there's still time magically, then we'll saddle them as well.
Magically, you say?
You could put the saddles in the cart, I guess, and saddle them later.
Yep.
You can ride them unsaddled. That's up to you. As somebody who has been horse riding, in real life, I can tell you riding an unsaddled horse, especially if you're trying to make speed, is hard. You are very likely to fall off. If you're going slow, it's probably okay, especially if they're well-trained horses. But as soon as it comes to a high-speed chase, chances of falling off are just, well, it would be the difficulty of not having a double obstacle penalty or having a double obstacle penalty because you're missing the things you need.
Let me put it this way. Those of those 6 guys who want a saddle can saddle the horse. I don't mind. They can do it. I will stop them from doing it. But other than that, I won't force them to go with a saddle either.
Yeah, I also feel like if we take all their horses, then they won't really have anything to chase us on.
Yeah.
True, but that also means you would have time to saddle. Up to you guys. Either way, you guys get away. You take the horses. The difference between saddling them or not saddling them is if you saddle them as you're riding away, people come out of the monastery. They are on foot though, so they cannot really catch up with you. If you don't saddle them, then you can get away before people come out of the monastery. So you just tell me what you guys do.
Yeah, I think that we'll, be ready to ride off without saddles if need be, but if we can manage to aha, welcome back.
There we go.
But my feeling is that we'll take the time to saddle them if we can. So if they're just coming out when we get them saddled, then sweet.
Yeah, the difference is they get the chance to take a good look at you.
Oh.
But you won't later run into any problems with high-speed chases where you have unsettled horses. Of course, it's a difference between a look and a good look, because they would know, who you are already from having seen you before in the monastery. But this would be the difference between, having a wanted poster and having a wanted poster with a picture that's fairly accurate.
Ooh.
I think.
Well, shoot. If
get one though, because we can just report what's happened there, and this might be different outcome.
Well, that's also an option.
Also, I'm
presuming that.
Yeah. But if I'm actually if I'm aware of that dynamic, then no, let's ride without the saddles. We can do that later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going into the cart anyway because I think I'll faint as soon as I'm there because I've really
Yeah, you step into the back of the
Levi,
cart and
you
just
are
pass out.
feeling a lot better right now. Like, ever since you've left that room, you've gradually started to feel better and better.
And I just noticed now because the tension fell away.
Yeah, probably, and also, you know, the first difference, like the small difference, is kind of hard to notice, but by now you feel so much better that it's definitely at a noticeable level.
I think I will try to sleep anyway in the cart because
Okay.
save is safe, and I might be needed in a better condition later on. So
Yeah, and it is also pretty late, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you guys ride out a little bit. You take the road that was that was leading to the monastery from the Great Stone Road. And when you guys are a little bit out, Katarina says, can we? I don't know where we want to go right now, but can I ask something more from you guys? And she looks at all of you.
Of course.
And she says, I don't want to go back to the university yet.
No.
Can we go to Tinue? Like, we got to do something about this situation.
This has gone on for.
So are we already moving at this point? Like, is this happening while we're already like on the road?
Yes, while you're on the road. Like, it just takes her a while for her to clear her thoughts.
So what I want to say is, like, we originally found the way to get up to here without going to a tier first. Desi is specifically like already started driving the cart towards a tier instead of back towards the Commonwealth. I don't know if anybody noticed.
Yeah, I don't think we're like back on the Great Stone Road yet. I think we're on the way there.
No, but I imagine there's small side roads going that way. Like you've got like small roads that head towards a tour.
When we go to a tour, yeah, I think that it's nearer, right?
Yeah, it is.
So I think, like, I don't know if Desi would have overheard that, but I just want to say that, like, she didn't stay on the same road to take us back to the Great Stone Road and then go back to the Commonwealth. She's not going the way we came.
Katarina's asking this to all of you. Like, she's asking all of you, to accompany her to Tinue to settle things with her father.
Yeah, and Desi just kind of, like, nods, but it's not really an answer.
Okay.
You're right, Katarina. We need to go back. This has been going on for far too long. And if your father is willing to do something like this, then
what are you suggesting? I need to know what's going to happen, otherwise I can't answer your question.
So I don't know if you know, and she looks like questioning at Lynn, like if is it okay if I tell them?
Yes, you can tell them.
Well, my father, he doesn't approve of Lynn and me. And that, yeah, the story is more complicated than you guys think. But the man that initially abducted me, he said something about my father. So I wanna many things happened. I will explain it to more detail. My father had, as far as I know, nothing to do with this monastery. That's a whole other thing. But either way, like the whole abduction thing, it ties back to my father wanting me to come back home. So I want to go there, and I want to
I-
settle things with him.
Okay.
What means
Do I know
settle?
anything about Katerina's family status? Like, do I know if her father would be in a position to like have us arrested, that sort of thing?
So she's clearly of noble birth.
Yeah. The way I had him imagined earlier is that he's a baron. I mean, like probably not like the baron of Tinway, but a baron somewhere nearby. So some sort of like minor landowner.
So he's important enough to cause you, at the very least, some trouble.
Katerina,
And what does settle mean?
I understand why you would want to keep something like this from ever happening again, but I fear that the rest of us, and Lynn in particular, would be arrested if we go there now.
So,
I'm not asking any of you to come with us.
Katerina looks between Mathers and Levi, and this is something you know, Lynn. And she says, well, I'm not sure if this has to be a problem. But there is this thing that this tradition in my family where a young man, or I guess in this case woman, can vie for the hand of one of the daughters in the family using a jewel. And she doesn't specify specifically what type of jewel. Like if you want color, we can work on a bit of an idea of what the exact form of that takes.
Yeah.
Before, like I didn't want Lynn to do it because it's too dangerous, but maybe there's some way we can help Lynn do it. And if Lynn succeeds, there's no way my father could keep me there. He respects tradition.
That does seem like the best way to do this. Well,
Do those jewels, are they found in a cave? Desi says, remembering her vision of a cave near...
No, not jewels. A jewel, as in fighting.
Oh, duel. Like, I
yeah.
literally thought you said jewel. Like, specific...
I did say, but I guess, like, you say duel instead of jewel?
Yeah.
I guess you say duel.
I guess it depends on accent or whatnot.
Yeah.
The words are very similar.
D-U-E-L.
Okay.
Easy mistake.
Yeah.
Fine.
I have one condition.
It's worth the risk, I suppose.
Yes, Levi?
We should go to Aether first. Get everybody checked up. That everybody is fine on the way. That nobody on the road gets sick or dies off of consequences from the last weeks. And
yes, of course. These people are our responsibility.
yes, and exactly try to get authorities on our side.
So, at that point, the Wolfram chimes in and says, so when are we going back to take vengeance on these nuns?
Listen, I do have a plan, but I'd rather I know people, and I'll get you in touch with them.
What kind of people?
reliable people.
Convince him. Like he's not convinced. He wants to take vengeance now.
I can do the one thing that I can do now?
Mm-hmm.
Ha 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 ha.
So,
So what did I
yeah,
say
if in the
before? It was
process of
4,
convincing
right?
you give a little bit more information, I'll help.
I'm not planning on really giving away information. I just say I can't really. But
Well, I mean, Desi might like. Mathers had a suspicion about Levi's profession, right? But Lynn and Desi might not. So for them, the whole "I know people" is probably a bit new, even by itself.
Yeah, I think Lynn might get some of her old suspicions back, but like she that's like in the far back of her mind. She
I'm
doesn't
gonna
really
go with
care.
my belief here that I trust my companions to see me through, and say, "Oh, that's fantastic, Levi. I'm glad that you help us out here."
Yeah, the thing is though, I think it would sound more like that I know like thugs or someone from the military.
Not necessarily like spies, but the whole "I know people" itself. Like they don't know of your affiliation with anybody who could assist in getting revenge on a monastery. I mean,
Yeah.
they might
I don't
assume
know
that you're
everything about
friends
him.
with high people in the church, or high people in Atur or whatever. Like they can assume a bunch of things, but
Yeah.
it's still new to them.
Yeah, it is definitely. Can I fog in? Oh, I still don't have falsehood. 1 point.
Someday.
I think oratory maybe.
Yeah, you can definitely fork oratory for sure.
Then let's do this. What's my obstacle?
Your ob was 4. That was his will. And if you convince him, the rest generally goes along with him.
What?
Ooh,
Wow.
No, vengeance now! Now!
Do you have anything that any die traits or not die traits?
Column
Yes, I
column
do.
traits.
Actually, I
For this
do
character as well.
I do have charismatic for persuasion. I don't know if it's a column trait though. Let me see.
Sounds like it would be, or a die trait.
See, I think charismatic is a column trait. It just sounds familiar.
Oh, I could have used that before. Now that I think about it, good that I didn't, because now it's more important.
Yeah, you can use your powers for good. Yeah, this is a column for persuasion or oratory. Pick one.
Perfect. Well, go on. Okay. Try and re-roll that.
Reroll the whole skill or only the failed ones?
Only the failed ones.
So
7.
6 dice.
Basically, the same roll without the modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Column traits are so nice.
Yeah. They're pretty neat.
I didn't realize they were that awesome. I just thought they were for breaking ties.
Wait, why does it not roll? Oh, I think. What? It doesn't roll? Why does it not roll? Okay, I have to roll again for some reason.
Yeah, you might have put something in weirdly.
No, it's both for us, so that doesn't matter.
And that one is perception, though I misclicked one time, so.
Yeah,
so it's the persuasion one. So the first one. So you have 1 6. If you want, you can re-roll that to try and get more. But you still made the result either way.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get this point in persuasion, just fate point. Because why not?
Indeed.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 6.
So you 6 successes. So he agrees. What do you want to spend your successes on? You have an idea for anything that would make it more higher quality?
You give some concrete assurance right now.
Yeah, probably make him more patient than he would be anyway, and that he just goes with me or does what
How
I
about he doesn't
say.
Ask too many questions that could
okay, that's
trigger
good too.
Desi or Lynn?
I take that. Well, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good idea.
He says, "You saved us. I trust you." And the others, like in the group, nod. So they're all coming along with you. You guys made it out of the monastery.
Amazing.
We're all alive.
You are. So what do you guys do? Like, how do you go about going to a tour? You stick to the small roads. You even go off-road. I miscalculated, by the way. You guys are with 12, not with 10, and you have 9 horses, plus the 2 in front of your cart.
Yeah, I think
Most everybody can ride then.
Yeah.
I can't, right? So I just
Yeah.
I'm sick. I can't.
Yeah, we keep some people in the car just for convenience's sake.
Yeah, so together
ride.
with the horses in front of the cart, you have 11. So probably if you put like the young boy and somebody who's smaller on like as secondaries on a horse, you could even all ride horses and leave the cart behind, but you don't have any separate pack horses.
Yeah, I think we want to keep the cart.
For sure.
For all of our things.
Well, you don't have that many things anymore, so you could go into a tour and just sell the cart and use the money to buy 3 more horses so that you have a pack horse. And
I'm not okay with that. We have to return the cart.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but you will. The cart will be fairly,
used.
No, recognizable for people.
Recognizable, yeah.
For you.
Can
Okay.
we trade the cart maybe against the worst one? Because for some reason, I don't know, it squeaks too loud for our
You could
ears
trade
or
it
something.
for another one, yeah, definitely. And almost any cart you would trade it for would be worse because this is a particularly good cart.
And I think to answer your question, I think we're going for speed rather than trying to avoid things. Like we want to be the people to shape the story first.
Yeah.
When we get to
exactly.
That makes sense. I mean, normally you wouldn't be very fast because you have a cart, but the monastery doesn't have any horses anymore, which is a genuine problem because the way I imagined the monastery, at least, it was quite a bit away from a town. It's like within like, I don't know, half day walking of the nearest town, and they're still busy being chaotic and looking for the woman who organizes everything. So you guys actually by getting rid of the horses that were there, you bought yourself quite some time. So you can arrive in Aether before anybody else.
Perfect.
So, about the plan, how we go about this. I think the people that were held hostage or prisoner there should be the ones telling the story and saying what happened, and not necessarily us, because it would be a shame if our face would be recognized with a painting as the guys from the monastery come here. And
yeah, so the main
would be good if someone else told them.
The main thing that is a problem with this plan is Levi, and everybody knows that the church is very influential. Also in lawmaking and law execution. Like, there are people... the church has traveling judges. So chances are very fat that if you just go to the local authorities in Aether, that there's somebody linked to the church, and unless the church decides that that monastery isn't worth saving, they're not going to be on your side.
I mean, we can at least still try. As I said,
Desi
I
already
don't want
said like exactly that to Levi earlier when Levi's like, "We need to go to the authorities." Desi was like, "The church is the authority."
Basically,
in a lot of ways,
in practice,
especially
what it comes
here.
down to.
I mean, we can still try because we have genuine what's it called again?
Evidence?
No, we don't have evidence actually. But we have people that suffered from it. What's it called again?
Witnesses.
Witnesses, yes, also.
Victims.
But yeah, victims. That's what I wanted to say.
Hmm.
We have victims, and we just get them there, and they will all tell them. If it helps, then it helps. If it doesn't help, nothing's gonna happen to us because we weren't there. We won't tell them. They will.
Yeah, like you're gonna have to be very, very convincing in getting them to report this, because one is the very much most like scenario is they show up, they immediately get arrested, and the whole story gets covered up.
See?
And they don't want to get arrested.
Fair enough.
I mean,
They spend a lot of time behind bars.
Okay, then
that's what I expect to happen.
then I guess then I need to have my other possibilities.
So
They
these people that you have along, like, they
Well,
stand out like a sore thumb. Like, one of them is all covered in some kind of fur. All of them are wearing rags and look very thin. I mean, looking very thin, okay, you can cover that up, but the whole, like, prison rags and...
The werewolf.
Yeah,
It's not a
basically...
werewolf.
basically werewolf. At least looking like that.
That werewolf guy goes in the cart. And
Remember,
everybody
it's not,
else
like, covered or anything.
was raided by bandits, and they are poor, and they look for help in nature.
I mean, they could be beggars, but if they were beggars, they wouldn't be riding on fancy horses.
They are victims from bandits. They were raided. They are looking for help in nature.
Okay.
And
that is a
they're
story you could sell.
they
Banks
are
will probably
I
remember
don't
you
know
with that
if
story, but they won't stop you.
Okay. So yeah, I think as we go, we start like working on, or at least Mathers will start working on the story. Like, he'll ask Katarina if she's willing to come forward on this. I'll back her up. And these people were before they were put into this horrible position where they're in rags. They were part of her retinue. And she is a noble. This is, and clearly this is a cult that has infiltrated the true church. This is something that needs to be burnt out quickly before it can sully the reputation of the Church of Telu. But if it's buried, it'll fester.
Yeah, so she says, maybe my father can do something, but she looks a little doubtful, because her father is important, but not like the King of Vintus, and it's only one baron. I mean, nobles are, like, there's two big forces, right? Nobles and the church, and they're both equally dangerous, or roughly equally anyway. But a lot of nobles are also religious, and that's where the problem comes in.
Yeah, and yeah, Katrina's father is also a noble, like, over here.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, several countries away.
I mean, I guess my point is that she's not a beggar. These people are attached to her. Thus, it's all it's all sort of above board. It's not like just this rabble coming to tell this story.
No. Like she's like practicing. Like, my name is my name is. Do you tell her to use like an alias or?
And I feel like if we're going to use her noble identity, we should use her real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so she's like practicing. My name is Katerina and I was robbed, and so she's rehearsing the story and like discussing with the other 6 people, like, okay, or like the one guy stays hidden. I assume you're covering him under the tarp, since there's space now to cover him.
Yeah, totally.
So, but with the other 5, she's rehearsing. Okay, so you are like the son of my maid, and then okay, like the woman, you're my maid, and then like she's working with the whole story. But speaking of Katerina, I believe she still has a tied off arm that has
yes,
concoction in it.
Yeah. I do think we've probably made that test by now. Like, fictionally speaking, we need to
Sure.
actually.
Yeah, let's go back in time.
Yeah,
as you guys are still
it may change things.
fleeing away from the monastery, and the cart is all bumpy and such, and you guys are.
I think we'll wait until the carts slow down at least. But
okay.
Like we're not administering like medicine in the back of a speeding wagon.
Okay, so you slow down the cart. Do you get out entirely, or do you just do it in a slow cart?
I think once we've made a little bit of distance on horseback, we'll get off and like focus entirely on the task rather than trying to ride and concoct at the same time.
For sure.
Okay, makes sense. So yeah, you have your materials. Let's see, alchemy. I feel like the cure to this would be an up 3 test, but the wild card, the extra thing that's added that you don't know, complicates things a little. So all in all, up 3 plus 1 is up 4.
Also, it's probably not the best environment, isn't it?
It's probably not the best what?
Environment to do something. It's the moving lab and stuff like that.
We're specifically not moving.
Yeah, you're specifically not moving. Like you actually got out of the cart and everything.
I meant a movable lab with that. It's not like a big.
Yeah, but you guys did bring all the things along specifically in for that reason you got a cart.
Yeah, from both their lab and ours.
Analyze that, just for the reason that you guys actually brought something along. If you hadn't brought anything along, you would have had double obstacle penalty, because that's what things are when you don't have the correct tools. But you guys do have a big ass cart, and it's gotten you into trouble on various occasions. But here it helps you because you guys can take a shit ton of stuff along.
Okay, so Mathis, would you like to make the main roll?
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, so Lynn will be helping, so that's...
Davey will be helping as well.
2 dice.
That's
and
2 more.
Desi is definitely helping as well. That's 2 more.
So 6 extra dice.
Is your alchemy at 5, does it?
No, it's only 3.
My alchemy is.
But I might try to help.
Oh no, I lied. I was thinking astrology. Never mind. I only give 1 die. I lied.
So it's
5
extra dice total?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I'll fork in chemistry?
Yeah, you can.
That's probably everything unless Sigildry is involved.
Is Levi helping?
How would I?
I don't know. Do you have alchemy?
No.
Okay. Then probably not.
I've made 1 test, a beginner's luck test, but that's all.
I see.
And went horribly wrong. Like.
Yeah, we'll probably tell you to keep your distance.
Please don't explode anything again.
What's the ob again?
4.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And I will totally spend fate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
1,
So
2, 3,
4?
4. I would suggest that you could spend your extra dice on the fact that you guys have waited a little. You haven't done it immediately, so some of this has already taken effect. To retroactively counteract that it's taken effect, like to undo even the effects that have already, to a limited extent, but already started working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would that take all the extra successes?
Not necessarily.
Uh,
Did you have an idea in mind?
well, I would like to address the fact that it's taken a while and that it's started to affect her arm some, to be make sure that it is in fact an effective cure. But if there's any successes left over, faster would be better.
Yeah, sure. You can spend some on faster as well. You've got enough successes for that.
Okay.
So let's say you do it in 80% of the time and it works very well.
Awesome.
Nice.
So it would normally take, I think I said half an hour at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 80% of that is
24 minutes.
24. Perfect.
Math.
Yeah, you math better than I do.
Geometric?
Wonderful. So yeah, and in like just under 25 minutes, you have her cured. And I think like on the road to a tour, she tells you more of her story of what happened.
Yeah.
So you find out a couple of things. Like she was abducted by one man, and he tied her up and took her across this Great Stone Road as far as she can tell. And then at some point when she got into Atur, there were bandits who attacked the cart, and they found her and the man, and they captured both of them. She doesn't know what happened to the man, but she knows that as far as it comes to her, at some point, like, there were these priests that came to the bandits, and like she was so happy because she was like, I'm gonna get freed, and that's how they presented it as well. Like they paid the bandits some money, and they said, I want to free these prisoners. But then like they took her back to the monastery, and then as she came back there,